So they tried it a few years ago and they just thought the coast was clear to try it again. Basically saying that black people are an extreme group. When you got all these school shooters that are not black, shooters that are shooting not only in schools but in other public places like churches, bars, just everywhere, right? But yet they want to put us as a bigger threat than Al-Qaeda. Would you guys tell me, when was the last time you saw any black people shooting up a place? When was the last time you seen any terrorist attacks done by black people? Any massacres committing by black people? People will talk about Chicago, but not all of that, I'm sure, is done by black people. People talk about the inner cities like these Republic kooks that I was debating with had the nerves. I think these people are in a cult, a religious political cult, which pretty much is an extreme cult to me at this point. You tell me, oh yeah, the only crime that you'll probably find is in the inner cities, and it's actually gone down within the last 5 years, maybe even longer than that. But yet they want to pin all these extreme actions on black people. We just had some shootings that happened, like 2 or 3 within a week, and they want to pin that on us. There's white supremacists that have infiltrated law enforcement, and they want to talk about how much black people are a bigger threat. Who's throwing out these lies? I don't believe your stats either, because you make them up. Look at this. I want everybody to tell me, when was the last time a black person shot up anywhere? And with all these white extremist groups doing things, they want to ignore them and then blame it on mental issues. Yet they want to call us black identity extremists and have us gaffled up or killed. Someone's throwing all this red meat out like this, and we can't let them get away with this. White supremacists control the media, so they will do this. Don't think that you're slick, FBI or FIBs, because you're wrong, man. Why would you even do something like that? Why don't you take care of those white supremacists that you reported on that were in the police force? Was that a coming out party or what? You guys notice when they did this the first time, Jason Black himself read the whole document. It took a few hours and I listened to everything. Oh, they didn't want that out in the public. They totally put a rating on his videos. I think you can't even find it anymore. Kudos to anybody that recorded that. But he pretty much outlined it. Oh, they don't want to have their stuff outlined like that. Why was that banned? Because they didn't want you to know what they were saying. YouTube, you are complicit with it because you were the one that put the ban on. How dare you? Blaming innocent people, shedding innocent blood. I'll tell you this. You reap what you sow. There is no black identity extremists. I do see a lot of white identity extremists, and if you think that I'm being racist for saying that, please. I'm saying you're racist for calling us black identity extremists. Had Rakim Balagun in jail for protecting himself. Not even doing anything to anyone. Thank God he's out now. Hemmed up so many people for nothing. They've been doing that. If it wasn't the whole McCarthyism, it was the COINTELPRO. And even before that, with black people in general. Anything, just anything to harm us and make us look horrible. Well, this is a new day and age, and this is not going to stick to us. We see what you're doing. We see how you let off all these school shooters that are white and then try to pass it off for something else. Am I saying all white people are bad? No, I'm not. But we refuse to take this race card demonization from any freaking government or anybody in the media. There is no black identity extremists. America, you need to look at the true problem. Trying to scapegoat us will not take care of your terrorist problems, which is domestic, which is predominantly white when it comes to extremism here. It's not black and it's not Arabian. And it's happening beyond the inner cities. It's in the cities, it's in the suburbs, it's in everywhere else. Now, some of you that might hear this might get triggered, and I don't care. I don't do things to just trigger. I do things to expose and enlighten. For all the white listeners out there, know that I am not demonizing white people as a whole. But I am demonizing a white supremacist system that all white people can have the choice to fall into or not. And if you don't do anything about this particular terrorist problem, this country is going to be eaten up. And you'll see it. You'll experience it. So speak out against injustice and stand for justice in the right way. All of us. Black people, we have to do what we got to do. Keep speaking out against these demonizations. Some people might not think it's a big deal, even on my small channel, but it is. As True Royal Family says, render your voice. Anyway, you guys, I just thought I would say what I say. Peace.